Hello and welcome back. It's final round and we have 4 races to show you today. We've got Austria, Belgium, Japan and Canada. And this is the scenes at the very moment. Music Man yet to race. We are on 4 points, 186. We've dropped 2 points in the first 2 races. And it was because we had 2 human double boosted players. We did our best. And at the end of the day, that is all you can do. So race 5 coming at you, and it is from the mighty Austria. Here we go with Austria and the first race that you're going to see of the final round. And we need 4 maximum point races. It's going to be tough, but we're going to give it our best shot. P2 and P6, Lando Norris. So we're going to put the voice on our Lando, and for Verstappen, as always, it will be the downforce. So here we go. Can we get a good start? That's key. P2, P6. Here we go. Lights out and away we go. And Norris does get a good start. He's up to P1. What about Verstappen? Verstappen P6. Can he close the gap on Hamilton and make an early move? He goes round the outside. Beautiful move by Max. That was indeed. And we're going to cut down there. So we're already up to P5. We're going to go for some fastest laps now with Norris, as we make sure we cancel that pit. So we're going to go early 2-stopper with Norris just to see if we can get a decent lap. We are P5 with Verstappen though. So can Verstappen close on the Ferrari? He is biding his time though because he's on soft, so we're going to go a lap longer than the Ferrari. And fingers crossed, we can sort out a really good run in this race. So Norris carries on round. He's putting in some decent laps. And hopefully one of these will be a very quick one. And where is he? Halfway round, 7.9 is the first sector for Lando. And we're going to service and come back in. And what about Max? Max under pressure from George Russell. And we're going to just keep that position. Still got the Ferrari ahead on softs. And Norris comes back out. So we're just going to leave Norris now, conserving for a little bit. As Verstappen just biding his time. Ready to pounce on potential pitters when they come in. P4 for Leclerc. I think I might have said Sainz previously, but it's Leclerc. And now, can we get a move done? So Leclerc's going to come in. We're going to start boosting then straight away. We've got enough tyres left. So P4 for Verstappen. Up the inside of Norris. And that is then P3. We're going to come back for some soft tyres as well on Max. And hopefully, it'll be enough to jump this Red Bull, who is coming into the pits this lap as well. But can we get ahead on the track? Not quite. So we're going to cut down. And we're going to be coming into the pits. We've got Norris running absolutely fine out front. And we're going to go for some more fastest laps. But we've got back markers, so it probably won't happen. As Verstappen comes back out in some good clean air. 2 cars ahead to pit. 1 we're going to have to pass. And we'll be coming back in now. So this is not the strategy I usually follow with Norris. But I wanted to get some fast laps under my belt. Hence the 2-stopper. Key move this one though. Can Max pass Max? This is for P2. Can't get it done up the inside. What about inside again? He goes round the outside. And Max Verstappen makes Max Verstappen look like a non-Max Verstappen. We are P1 and P2. And we're going to have one last lap push with Lando Norris to see what fastest lap we can put together as Verstappen comes over in P2. So we're going to start pushing Norris. He'll get held up by back markers, but for a bit of fun, we're going to push as hard as we can and see what happens. What about Verstappen? Verstappen's in P2. He's absolutely fine there. And as you can see, chaos on this track at the minute. And we should be good enough to get around now. P1 and Max Verstappen just finishing off this race slowly through the back markers as Lando Norris gets us 24 points. And Max Verstappen lapping the rival to take 47 in total. Good 23 points. That's P1, P2 in our first race in Austria. Race 2 of Belgium in this video. And let's see what we can get. We need another 47 points. And we've got Lando in P2 and Max in P6. And it is a dry race as well. So let's see what boost we can use. We're going to go dead fast on one driver. And we're going to use the Eagle for Max on the second. When I find it. So, Lando ready to go. Verstappen, the long run. And can we get a good start? So Lando off the line into P1. We've got Max in P4, who loses a few places into P5. And we're just going to let Norris run further and further away. And let Verstappen just see if he can make a move. We're going to cut down Norris. And Verstappen we're going to cut down as well. So we can't get past any more at the minute. And Leclerc, and we've got P4. Leclerc on the soft tyres is our biggest danger. So we're going to be doing 2-2-2 with Norris. And Max Verstappen makes a great move on Max as well there. P1 and P3. And now we have to set our sights on the medium of Lando. Can we hunt down Lando Norris? We're going to push our Lando. And we're just going to hold for a minute. We don't need to push too much too soon. We want a good solid 1.5 laps of pushing from Max. That's the key here. So we're going to keep holding. And then coming out this last turn, I'm going to start boosting. As Lando Norris comes into the pits. He'll come straight out. And Max will now be hunting down Lando Norris. And you can see him right in his mirrors. Norris will start getting worried. Because he's got the mighty Max Verstappen chasing him down. Can we get it done very quickly? And we can. We are P1 and P2 already. And it's took 3 laps to cement our position in this race. We haven't got any weather that's going to stop us either. So this should hopefully be a good run to the line. As we will start lap 4. And obviously dead fast speed. And it gives me the fuel and tyre management and Eagle with grip. But it gives me good tyre management as well. So they are 2 very good boosts to use. So Max comes out P2. That's perfect. And we're going to start to boost Lando to cement his P1. But the gap now, Lando Norris is using softs. He's got another pit stop in him then, because he can only do 2 laps. And we are sound in P4. Or lap 4, P2. He should say. But Lando will come in last time. We're going to do full servicing and let him push to the end. And Max Verstappen was 2 laps to go with Lando Norris chasing him down. We don't have to react yet. Lando will pit again. Unless he really tries to stretch 3 laps, which he won't be able to do. So it looks like we're going to get 2 out of 2 on the 47-point run for this video. We've obviously lost 2 points already, so we can't lose any more. And will Lando pit again? Should do. Lando should pit again in P3. So, same time again, we're going to boost. We're going to say goodbye to our threat in P3. And we're going to bring this home. And he does pit. I was right. 2-2-2 by the Lando. And now P2 should be ours for the taking. The rival pitting from P7. and in P8 respectively. But for us, we're on the victory lap as Lando Norris on that dead fast comes home to secure a P1 position, 24 points. And Max Verstappen in P2 will come home to score another 23 for 2 out of 2 on the 47s. And we have Japan and Canada to go. And fingers crossed, we get some good matchups and some good weather/strategies. Race 7, and we've got a Max player. So a Max player. Don't know if it's human, don't know if it's a bot yet, but we're about to find out. And where do we qualify? We certainly qualify on the back foot. And we're going to have to try our very best here to overcome this scenario. So what are we going to do? We're going to go Kawaii. Or actually, I think I'm going to change it up. I think grip on Eagle. And then Max Verstappen, I'm going to go for a tune-in for a quicker pit stop at the back. So here we go. Race 7. Big race indeed. Hopefully this is not a human player, but I think it is. And look at that. He starts P1 and P4. No boosts. So it looks like a bot player, potentially. As we go up the inside of Norris, can we make that stick? No, we can't. So P4 and P7 at the moment. We're going to hopefully get past Norris here. Can we chuck one down the outside? We can't. And what about now into the hairpin? Yes, we can. We get both cars. We get Max Verstappen. Can he now get P5? Not quite. So P3 and P6 at the minute. We've got Eagle and we've got tuning. So tuning will be a quick stop. Norris will be able to push hard to get ahead of the pack. But we've got to stay within 6-7 seconds of the car out front. And that's going to be tough, bearing in mind they're on the soft tyres. So we're well and truly up against some scoring points here. What can we do? Can we get P5 though? Send it up the inside and Max Verstappen obliges. We're moving up with Max. We're going to be quick at the end of this race because we'll be able to go softs with Norris. We'll be going back with mediums with Verstappen. And can Verstappen get P4? He gives it a go. Can't quite get it as we start lap 3. And it's 6 seconds is the gap. So we're going to have to do this the hard way. We're not going to close yet. There is no point. We're going to have to hunt this guy down right at the end. And hopefully we can get the job done. As Verstappen behind Norris. Will Norris pit this lap? No, Norris is on hards. What about Norris for us is 7.5 seconds. So we're going to push now with Norris. Probably too late, but that's fine. As the rival's in the pits. And the rival coming out on the hard. So that should help us. And we're going to leave him pushing now. And Max Verstappen on them medium tyres also now starts to put on the medium boost. And we're right behind Lando Norris. So hopefully we can get past him here and not get held up as we do. We've got Norris in P2. Already past the hard tyres. And he's already but about a second ahead of him. So that's a second less we've got to get at the end of this race. So come on, we need good stops here. As in comes Lando Norris. Now Norris is going to be very quick at the end of this. And Max Verstappen's going to get a very quick pit stop as well. So Norris is back out in P3. Everyone's pitting behind. So Verstappen is going to get out in P4. So we're they've got rivals 1-2. We've got Norris and Verstappen in P3 and P4. And this is full push to the end. And can team orders by the opponent actually help in our favour? Let's hope. So we're coming up to lap 6. Verstappen closing as well. And what about Norris is going up the inside. Can't make it stick. We've got a massive tyre advantage for both of these cars ahead. Can we get P2? We surely should be in for a chance of P1 and P2 with Max Verstappen closing as well, as the rival does a sweet move there to let him through. And we now should get one car. We do. Do we get 2? We do. Lando Norris, team orders affecting the opponent, and Max Verstappen has full-on took advantage. And can we get another one? We can. P1 and P3 with 1 lap to go. But what can we go up the inside? Can we hang it out? We can't. And the rival, I think it is a bot. It should start boosting, and it does. But so tuning, help us make the move on the opponent. It's Max Verstappen versus Max Verstappen, but one with a tuning boost. And it's going to be tough to make that move. We are looking like 46 points is all we're going to be able to manage in this race. And sadly, hopefully it won't affect us too much as the rival comes into the last corner and we can't take advantage. So it's another point drop. That's 3 points altogether with 1 race to go. Tough race, but 46 points is what we get. The final race, and it is another player who is a max account. We have been done hard by matchmaking on Sunday. We had a good Saturday of matchmaking, and we're paying the price now with bad matchmaking on the Sunday, which is a shame because I thought we had a massive chance this weekend. So we're going to set the boost on. We're going to go Kawhi with the grip, and we're going to go Skull with the grip as well. Cornering, tyres and overtake, or fuel and overtake, sorry. The rains shouldn't bother us too much until the end. And can we get a good start? So Lando Norris, good reaction times. Can he go on the inside of Norris? He can. And Lando is up to P2. What about Max? Max is P9. Can we get through the rival ASAP? We can't with Norris, so we cut down. And Verstappen, trying to go round Sainz, can't get it done. So we settle down into this race. P2 and P9. And this is going to be so hard to score some big points in this race. We need 47, 46 at the very least. And this is going to be so tough. As Max, trying the overtake on Verstappen, gets up to P8. We're up to P8. Can we make another move somewhere on Sainz? So Sainz is on the soft tyre. It's going to be very difficult to overtake him. But that Skull is very powerful. And here's a chance, but we can't take it. So, just going to wait. Just going to bide the time. And then we're going to push towards the end of this race. Can we now push past Sainz? We can't. Sainz keeps the door open, but we can't take advantage. And yet again, it's P2 and P8 at the moment. Norris closing down on the leader. Only 1.8 seconds the gap. And Verstappen still just saving fuel. Sainz doesn't do that corner. We're going to keep Verstappen boosting down this straight. See if we can get a good run out the last corner. And we can. P7. And what about Verstappen trying to get Russell? And Max, can he get through? He goes round the outside of Russell. Can't make it stick. Is there any more chances? Russell on medium tyres. Doesn't go wide, doesn't give us the opportunity, and we're in the pits with Norris. So Norris will come out P2. He does just come out P2. Max is in the pits. Now we need Max Verstappen to have a clear track ahead of him, and I think he has. He has got some decent track to really work at the opponent and everybody in front. This could be a massive jump and a massive undercut to everybody out there. Can we get Hamilton? Big move needed. It is. Can we stick it? We can. P3 is in. I don't think we're going to get past P3. But P4 and P5, we need to get P4 then. So Lando in P4, as we've got Norris right behind Norris. Can we go up the inside? We can't. What about into the hairpin? Big move needed. There's the move. And there is P1. What about Verstappen? We need to get past Lando Norris. And suddenly he's being a bit of a pain as Lando stretches off into the lead and Max Verstappen struggling to get past Lando Norris. Can we go up the inside now? We can't. It looks like we're going to probably settle for 45 points here as we get P4. And that'll mean we've dropped 5 points if that's the case. Norris is away. We're approaching P3, but he's on the softs. He's going to be good as gold for that P3 position, I would have thought. But Max Verstappen is giving it his very best shot, and that rival will now boost to the end, and we are not going to be catching Lewis Hamilton. And look at that for a corner by Verstappen. Not great at all. But we will win with Lando Norris. We will come P4. We've dropped some more points. Very tough matchmaking. Very tough. There's nothing I could do about that. And it is P1 and P4 from further back in the grid that I would like. What can you do? What can you do? Look at the team score. 1866. Let's look at the difference. Level 8 Norris compared to my level 7. And the car, True Grit, level 8. Leviathan, level 8. We have been absolutely done hard. But that's life. Nothing more we can do. So where does that leave us? 371 points. We dropped 5 points overall. We managed to beat David in second. But there's some big players lurking below. We've got Toman from ourselves. He's 180 points after 4. And looking at our rivals, I don't think they've raced yet, but they'll be licking their lips with that. Music and my Ibon to come. It's been tough, but we scored the best we could. 371.